Yay Media Group.
13 has been my lucky number for a while. Like, it's always a sign of good things to come for me.
This is 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast, breaking down every song, every Easter egg, every era, and every theory. Hosted by the biggest Swifties, Nick Adams, Anna Szabo, Amy Nichols, and Lacey G.
Welcome to 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. I'm Nick Adams.
I'm Anna.
Amy. And I'm Lacey G.
And welcome to the podcast. Before we get into our regularly scheduled programming, I got to pat ourselves on the back just a little bit.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay.
Because as of 2 days ago, our podcast is 4 years old.
Look at us. Happy birthday, guys.
Happy birthday. We are celebrating our fourth podcast anniversary.
4.
And
believe
happy
it?
birthday to Fearless.
Yeah.
Fearless Taylor's version.
Yeah, that's kind of how we always know, because we launched our podcast right when Fearless Taylor's version came out 4 years ago. That's crazy.
And it is pretty wild to think 4 years ago, we all worked at the same place.
I know.
Now, Anna's the only person that still works
Only
there.
one remains.
There were a handful of other Taylor Swift podcasts, not many that were too active, but since then the fandom has just grown so much, so it's really cool to see so many Swifties out there.
Yeah, in the last 4 years.
And we now have, 4, almost 5 million downloads, I would assume at this point. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Really excited.
I actually went back and I listened to Meet the Swifties, our first episode
No way.
yesterday. I did.
How did
what
we
did you think? You
sound?
sounded great.
Really?
We really did.
Did we say, did anything change? Did one of us
well,
say
that we
something?
were all, we all worked here. That was one thing.
Did
I
it
was
sound-
married.
Lacey was married.
And I wasn't.
You mentioned your boyfriend.
My boyfriend.
You did.
I remember one time I got a message from a lobster listener that said something along the lines of it's crazy how, it was right after I got married, but they were like, it's crazy how we went from knowing Ryan as your boyfriend to your fiance to now your husband. And I was like, that's a beautiful thing that our listeners have grown with us, not just as Swifties, but personally too for the last few years. That's amazing. Do you guys, does it feel like it's been 4 years?
It doesn't. Not for me.
No, I don't think so. But for me, I think, okay, it's been 4 years. She's been putting out Taylor's versions for 4 years.
I know, which is...
That was a lot longer than I thought the timeline was going to be.
Okay, same. I think originally when she was like, oh, I'm going to re-release all my music, I thought it was just going to be
A quick thing.
a boom, bop, bam, but here we are, still no reputation.
Yeah. She dropped a few albums.
As of today.
Went on the biggest
True.
tour in history. And we
Yeah,
still don't have
tour
all
of the century.
Yeah, it was awesome. So
4
happy
years
4
ago, we didn't even have All Too Well 10-minute version.
That's crazy.
Wow.
We didn't have the Eras tour. We were still guessing, what would she do if she went back on tour?
That's crazy.
And she overexceeded that. Anything that we thought. 4 years ago, we were still playing clips on this podcast because we were.
we were.
We were small enough that we
Yeah.
could play Taylor Swift's music. Now we cannot.
I did.
Once we started getting a lot more downloads, all of a sudden, all of our podcasts started getting flagged by iTunes and Spotify. So
Like,
I had
oh.
to go back and re-edit and remove all the clips we played.
And
so
we
that's
were,
a bummer.
And we also joked because we were like, oh my God, what if we get sued? And we're like, do we get to see Taylor in court? But that's also something I had to tell, because 4 years ago, Juliana wasn't part of our, production team, and now she helps edit and produce our podcast. And I had to tell her that recently. I was like, back in the day, we used to play song clips on the podcast. She was like, how did you get away with that? And I was like, we did it until we couldn't.
Until we got too big.
Yeah, but thank you so much to every single person that has ever downloaded an episode or followed us on social media, liked a video, come to our events, anything that you have ever done to be a part of this podcast. Thank you so much. We quite literally wouldn't be doing this if y'all weren't listening and a part of it. So it's incredible. And it's like a passion project, side hustle, love affair.
Yeah, for sure. And, before we go on even further, we have, maybe it's like a new guest in our studio. Anna, there's something behind you.
She's right behind me, isn't she?
There is something hanging. If you're watching us on YouTube or social media, you can see that there's something hanging behind Anna with our girl's signature on
Oh my
it.
God, isn't that so crazy? Yes, there right behind me, right between Lacey and I, hanging on the wall, beautifully displayed, is a pink Taylor Swift autographed guitar.
She's beautiful.
She's beautiful. I love having her there. I always have the energy and aura of Taylor with me. Yes, our boss, George, I guess technically is he still your boss if you're still part of the podcast? Because like we said, y'all don't work
he
here.
He still signs my checks.
Yes, he's the boss of our podcast network and the morning show where I still work. He went to a charity event for a charity called City of Hope, and it's for cancer research. And for this charity event, they had a lot of auction items, and he got some raffle tickets, and he'd sent me a picture of it when he got there, and he was like, I'm going to try to get this for you guys to have in the podcast studio. And I was like, let the energy of Taylor rest upon you.
Were you looking for your Taylor Swift candle?
I know my Taylor Swift candle's here in studio. And I was like, you got this. Like, you got this. And an hour later, he just sends me a picture with the guitar. And he was like, you won't believe it. And I was like, oh my God, this is incredible. So he, of course, was really, really nice to go ahead and put it here. So he was like, it can be on display when you record the podcast. He was so excited.
Yeah.
And it was for a great cause, for City of Hope, cancer research. So we're really excited to have this new decor. It's a pink Taylor Swift guitar. The Taylor Swift font that it has on it looks like the debut font. But it has like a little sticker of like the Eras Tour poster, and then the actual autograph is from like the Tortured Poets department. So it's a little bit of everything, which is really cool. And I love it.
Absolutely love it. And we can touch it.
And
because sometimes whenever we go to the museum, we can't touch the stuff.
Right.
We can touch
You know
this.
what? You bring up a great point. We should put some glass behind it so that no one else can touch it.
Just us.
Under lock and key.
Yeah.
Put a little security tag on it so if it moves, an alarm goes off, like it's high valued art.
I like it.
Because it is.
It is. Yeah. And it's really, really great. Yeah. It looks good. It looks really good.
It does.
Love it. So speaking of the 4 years of Taylor Swift that we're all in, this has always been a major trigger warning for me, but Britt and Ray is bringing up this theory that we've been hearing for about 4 years now.
It's been a minute since we've talked about the very real possibility that Taylor Swift is going to pull a Miss Shania Twain with debut Taylor's version and give us one country version and one popified version. A double album, a pop version, a country version. I think it's a very real possibility, and I think she's Easter egged it a little bit, hinted at it, teased it. So I don't think it's an outlandish theory to think about it. And that is something that I think could curve the idea that Reputation has to come first because it's the most anticipated album. I get that, I very much do, but if she has something up her sleeve, something like a Shania Twain for debut, perhaps that's why she might end with that. But I could be wrong. It's just a fun theory to think about. And let me ask you this. If she does it, let's say she does release a popified version as well as the original country version of debut. What songs on debut would you look forward to the most to hear in a different style? Because for me personally, it would be Teardrops on My Guitar and Picture to Burn. Teardrops on My Guitar, I feel like she could really do like an LOML, like that kind of production with it. With her mature voice too. Oh, gut me. Such an incredible song. Picture to Burn, I want it to be rock. I want a rockified, popified Picture to Burn. I just know, it would eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner. What would you want to hear? You tell me. And do you think this might happen? I don't know.
I like the Picture to Burn. Yeah, that would be great as a rock song.
I totally forgot about that theory. So I'm glad to have it back at the top of my mind. Yes.
Yeah.
I have not. I do not juggle all the theories in my head at all times, but that one is going to haunt me until something happens with it. What is the Shania Twain that she's been it's been 4 years now.
Right.
She was supposed to only tease 3 years in advance. I've lost a year here. I'm waiting, Taylor.
I know. And I was even thinking the other day, like, at some point we had wondered about the possibility of like, what if she just bought back her masters and like wasn't going to finish doing the Taylor's version projects? But just because it's been a while, I was like, did that happen? But I feel like we would have heard about it if that had happened. Yeah. We would have heard about it, but I also think that she knows how much the fans have loved the Taylor's versions project that I think that she would
complete it.
And part of me feels like she already, like, it's already recorded.
I think she has.
You know,
for sure.
it's probably just a rollout situation more than anything.
Yeah. This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. A lot of people will not spend money to improve themselves. They will not take their mental health seriously because they think it's too expensive. Because a lot of in-person therapy sessions can be anywhere from $100 to $200 each, which adds up really fast. And that's why we think you should check out a BetterHelp online therapy, because you can save on average up to 50% per session.
Yeah, therapy should feel accessible, not like a luxury thing. With online therapy, you get quality care at a price that makes sense and can help you with anything from anxiety to everyday stress. Your mental health is worth it, and now it is within reach. Kind of like Nick was saying, sometimes people struggle to think about spending on themselves. But if you're going to spend money on a pair of jeans that makes you feel good, why not spend the money to talk to a therapist who will also, in turn, make you feel good? Sometimes talking with a therapist can help you learn positive coping skills, how to set boundaries. You don't have to go through a traumatic event to want to seek out therapy. The world can be a dark place, as we've talked about in various of our song breakdowns, and sometimes talking to a therapist can help you realize what it is that you need.
With over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, and it has served over 5 million people globally. Plus, it's convenient. You can join a session with the click of a button from anywhere in the world, helping you fit therapy into your busy life. Plus, you can switch therapists at any time.
Your well-being is worth it. Visit BetterHelp.com/Taylor Swift fan today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/Taylor Swift fan.
Looking at the track list from Debut, Should Have Said No would sound pretty good, popified or something like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
She was saying Picture to Burn would be a cool rock version.
Yeah.
Like that'd be cool. Should have said no for sure.
As long as we get I'd Lie, Taylor's version, as long as that is on the track list, anything. I'm happy with anything.
But also, since we do know these songs so well, hearing a new pop version just might not, it might not sit well. I don't know if I want to hear a pop version of our song. That's a country song,
Though
I
I
don't
do
know.
have a very, very vague memory. I'd have to fact check this, but I want to say that back when, when the album first came out, I think there was kind of like a pop remix version of Teardrops on My Guitar.
She definitely had different radio singles and pop singles and stuff,
Yeah.
but not full albums of them.
Right. But
Yeah.
yeah, it would be interesting. It's like those people on TikTok there's this guy on TikTok that takes Taylor Swift songs but puts them in different eras. He'd be like, oh, this is if Cardigan was on 1989. Or if this is, he kind of takes the lyrics of the songs but puts them in the genre of other albums. So it'd be kind of like that, which would be really cool.
Yeah.
All right, so should we move on to the business at hand for today, the reason that everyone came to this podcast, and start chatting about The Bolter?
Yes.
Track number 29.
Oh my gosh, we're nearing the end.
It's written by Taylor Swift and Aaron Dessner. We are right in the middle of this giant Aaron Dessner run. We have The Bolter, Robin, and the manuscript left.
Oh my goodness.
And then we are done with the Tortured Poets department.
And then we have to rank again, guys.
I know.
Can't do it.
I know. It's
gonna be
still a
hard.
few weeks away. It's still a few weeks
Okay.
away.
But question, okay, for the ranking, Amy has said multiple times that we're going to do the 2 separate albums, right? That we're going to pick 10, but wouldn't we have to pick 5 from one album, 5 from the second album? And then
I think we just say 10. I don't want the limits, guys. I can't have the limits. What do y'all want to do?
I don't care.
I don't care. I'll do whatever.
It's fine.
we need to hash it out though, because I don't know. Because are we picking 10 from the full album or 5 from this album, 5 from this album, and then our final 5 overall? I don't know. Am I stressing? Am I stressing about it? Maybe
Yeah,
a little.
me
Maybe.
too.
Maybe.
And then we're
with
going to
you.
pick our top 7 of the even numbered tracks. And then
That's ridiculous, Nick.
And then you get a point if
that's right.
you match with someone. No, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, The Bolter. And this is a really good song. I mean, I really enjoy it. I like it. I feel like I'm listening to a movie play out
Yeah.
or something when this
Yeah.
song plays. It's like this has dramatic but rom-com feels to everything. It's the setting of a rom-com. The person that's always running away, getting out of that bad relationship and stuff like that.
The Bolter, it always makes me think of our Swifties in the Park event.
Okay.
Because when we did our Swifties in the Park event, which was almost a year ago, which is crazy, it was when the album came out. It was the weekend the album came out. So we had maybe 24 hours with the album before we had our Swifties in the Park event. And we were kind of in that phase where you're listening to all the songs, but not knowing any of the songs just yet. And I remember at the event, our friend Emily, who comes to all of our events, Emily Seabaugh, she said something to me. She came up to me and she was like, "Oh my gosh, this is such a charming Saturday." And I didn't clock that she was quoting a lyric from The Bolter. And I was like, "Oh," but I like took note of it. I was like, "What a cute way to like say that." And then later on when I listened to the song, and I think she even used it as like on her as a caption on her Instagram post or something. And it was like, "What a charming Saturday." And I was like, "Oh my God." Yeah, and so I've just connected the two, like the song and the way that she even says, like Central Park and tiny rowboats and things like that. Not that there was rowboats at our event, but it was in the park. And I don't know, to me, this entire song takes place outside.
Sure.
So I always visualize it as Swifties in the park.
I love that.
And just to give everyone a frame of reference of who Emily is, you've seen her.
Yes,
know her.
you have.
She's very popular on TikTok because she is the girl that performs the Eras Tour, live streams the Eras Tour, dance step by dance step, song for song in her apartment. She was featured on Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
She's so fun.
Oh my God, was she really?
Yes. Yeah.
I had
absolutely.
no idea.
Yeah.
She became friends with Charity from the Lover
Yes.
tribute and borrowed her outfits in stage and did it on an Instagram live.
Yeah.
I was watching that and I was like, man, that's a girl party I want to go to. Like, why was I not invited?
Yeah, she's always been a huge supporter of our podcast.
Yeah.
So we love her so much.
Also, confession, I did watch the Eras Tour movie last night
Oh.
and dress
Alright.
up with costume changes.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was the invite?
It was very, very late at night. I'm so sorry. It was an all-nighter, man. It was good.
So what were your surprise songs? What did you perform, Lacey?
I definitely put on my Fearless dress and was dancing
As
around
you
in my Fearless
should.
dress.
Good.
And then that prompted my friend to say, "Oh, people should wear clothes that they don't get to wear all the time." And I was like, "Done." So I went. I tried on a bunch of dresses and came
great.
out.
That sounds like a fun night.
Yeah, it was really fun. But I'm not gonna lie. I feel personally victimized by Taylor Swift whenever I research this song because I love this song so much, and it's about being emotionally unavailable. And I did not know that. I thought it was about getting out of a situation, like choosing to leave. But then a lot of the lyrical interpretation is different. And it really makes me think that tarot card reader in New Orleans might have known what she was talking about when she told me I'm bad at love. And I'm like, man, I love this song. Whoa, it means I'm fucked. So, yeah. Oops.
Well, let's get into what Taylor is saying here. She starts off by saying, by all accounts, she almost drowned when she was 6 in frigid water.
Okay, 6. Is that 6th album? Reputation? Her 6-year relationship that left her feeling dead after? Just interesting for her to put 6 in there. And everybody's always going to clown for Reputation anytime you say 6.
Yeah. I also found, did you guys read anything about Lady Adina?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
No, tell me.
I feel like it's kind of context just before we get into all of it, because I've always listened to this song thinking that it's Taylor talking about herself. Of course, like she incorporates her life into like her autobiographical lyrics, but especially in the Tortured Poets department, we've gone through so many songs where she ties in her life with like other, Clara Bow, Cassandra, like things like that. So I had read somewhere that people were making connections to the possibility of this woman named Lady Adina Sackville, and she was an English aristocrat and member of the Happy Valley set. She was divorced 5 times, nicknamed the Bolter. Says Lady Adina's behavior and lifestyle scandalized upper class society in like the late 1890s ish. And then Nancy Mitford based her character, the Bolter, on Lady Adina in 3 of her books. One called The Pursuit of Love, one called Love in a Cold Climate, and the third one I don't have written here. I'm sure I have it somewhere else in my notes. But then Lady Adina's great-granddaughter, Frances Osborne, wrote a biography called The Bolter, which was published in 2008. And so there's kind of little subtle tie-ins to that as we go through the lyrics. There's other kind of connections in that way. But yeah, once again, curious if Taylor read the book or was told about it or somehow in one of her Wikipedia scrolls came across it. I don't know how because I'm only learning about this person just through this song.
Yeah, that novel, The Pursuit of Love, it was made into a BBC miniseries with Lily James and Andrew Scott, so it could be just something that she watched.
Yeah.
As well.
Oh, okay.
And she's friends with Andrew Scott,
Yes, she
right?
is.
He came to I want to say at least one Eras tour, maybe
Yeah.
more. And also hearing that history, it's giving me Last Great American Dynasty, Rebecca
Yeah.
vibes, like a woman from back in the day who was looked down upon from society for her personal life choices.
Yeah,
and things like that.
for serial dating, if you
Yeah,
will. That
interesting.
kind of.
And the
I-
great granddaughter, Frances Osborne, she did tell Us Weekly that Adina was this figure of extraordinary glamour, but she was both a figure to wonder and a black sheep at the same time. She was criticized and she was all over the headlines everywhere. People wrote bad things about her because what did she do? She behaved independently and behaved as a man did, and the arrows rained down. Idina was quite someone for a man to live up to. When she walked into a room, it became a light. She's a phenomenal, superlative person, quite hard for guys to cope with that. And also, I thought this was really interesting. Even Good Books has cashed in on this Taylor Swift theory as far as this book's concerned, because they're now calling this book, quote, Taylor Swift fans think the Bolter could be inspired by Bustle. So I thought that was, I mean, literally everybody wants to bank in on Taylor
Yeah.
Swift. Goodreads is like, oh,
Sure.
people think this might be Taylor Swift related. We're going to go ahead and bring that up.
Also, just by this first line, I do love that it's another example of how Taylor can take something and it can mean different things in different songs, like she
Yeah.
does with colors a lot of times.
Yeah.
So I hear water, I think, okay, that reminds me of clean, but in clean, the water's a good thing.
Yes.
She's clean. She's cleansed of the bad relationship. This, she's in danger. She's drowning in frigid water. It's just kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's a great point. I also feel like we're going to hear the whole story, but it's important to note that she's telling the story of this character from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Like since she was a kid, she had these tendencies, like
Yeah.
as we're going to see throughout the story, but also she's talking in third person, which she could be talking about herself. She could be talking about Adina. She could be talking about just this character of, a girl who will grow up to be a woman who has these tendencies. But then later on, we hear her in first person, so there's just kind of that intertwined.
And we love that about her.
We do. That's one
How
of our,
she switches.
We love a good old lyrical switch.
And sometimes people will speak in the third person or write in the third person, and it almost, even though it is about themselves, it's like, oh, that wasn't me. That was someone else.
Yeah.
It like helps you separate.
Yeah.
It helps you cope with whatever you were dealing with. Like, that wasn't
Absolutely.
really me, or that was me then and I've changed.
Also, it helps people listen better
Sure.
sometimes too.
Yeah.
By all accounts, she almost drowned when she was 6 in the frigid water. And I can confirm she made a curious child ever reviled. Reviled.
To criticize.
To criticize.
To criticize in an insulting manner.
Ooh.
Ever reviled. So she was just, criticized in an insulting manner.
She was criticized by everyone except her own father.
Yes.
With a quite bewitching face. She's splendidly selfish, charmingly helpless.
I love that part.
I know. It's so satisfying
Yeah.
to sing along to. And I think it's cool to see that she's describing the characteristics of this girl in a positive way when like it's typically negative. Like being selfish is typically a negative thing, but she's splendidly selfish, right? And helpless, but she's charmingly helpless. Like she's not a damsel in distress. She's charmingly helpless.
I identify as charmingly helpless. There's not a lot that I can do. Yeah.
Lacey, that could be the name of your debut album. Charmingly Helpless.
Hey,
by
that's
Lacey
a great title.
G. Excellent
Fun
fun.
till you get to know her. She's great until you get to know her.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Great until you get to know her.
Then she
runs like it's a race.
Behind her back, her best mates laughed, and they nicknamed her the
Bolter.
Bolter.
Mates.
Yeah, it's a Britishism.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're talking friends here, not like romantic partners. Like your...
I don't know. Yeah.
Could be either.
I think either.
But this is like a younger phase of her life.
Yeah,
Correct,
So
yeah.
her friends.
But interesting to use the British connotation instead of just saying her friends.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Both because of the Adina tie-in, but then also because Taylor spent a lot of time over across the pond.
Running away from something.
Right. Yeah. Excellent point.
Yeah.
And there's something about the beginning of this chorus that always sticks in my head. Started with
The
a kiss,
kiss?
so we must stop meeting like this. It always sticks in my head.
Yeah.
It always
Because
and
it's great.
It's
yeah,
like,
it's great, but it always sticks, and it's a little earworm, and it never leaves.
Yeah, it's so catchy.
And so, she says, started with a kiss, and then in quotes, she says, "Oh, we must stop meeting like this." But it always ends up in a town car speeding.
Getaway car
Yeah.
for sure. And she did match this up with Getaway Car.
I know.
Yeah.
Forever iconic. The Swifties in Edinburgh were so
Yeah.
lucky.
I think I got a full 2 points on that night.
I think you
Whoa.
did. I think you did.
Yeah.
I can check.
Can you check and tell me how many points I had again? Not a lot,
Oh,
right? Yeah.
Lacey.
Yeah. Never mind. Never mind.
So when she's talking here, who do we know who she's talking to? Is she still this young girl that she's talking about right now? Started with a kiss, so we must stop meeting like this.
Yeah, I mean, she's kind of talking about this character of herself, Adina. You know, this woman who, like Lacey was saying, has attachment. I don't want to say attachment issues. Like that's really a harsh way to say it. Intimacy,
Avoidance.
but it's like when things get serious, she bolts.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I think it's just. I don't know. I don't know if she's talking about I think it's more so the characterization of the woman in the story, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
In a town car speeding out the drive one evening. So does that mean they're sneaking away? If you're in a town car speeding out the drive one evening, or is that just you're getting in the getaway
getting out
car?
of there.
You're
Yeah.
leaving.
Getting on out of there.
I think it's just the getaway car.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Ended with the slam of a door. Then he called her a whore. Wish he wouldn't be sore, but she was leaving. It felt like breathing. So she
And that
felt
one
relief.
felt like clean.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she feels relief after leaving. But hey,
But I just really took this as her getting out of bad relationships. I didn't view it as being avoidant detachment until after I started doing my research and other people were saying
But
that.
I don't think you're wrong. I think it could be.
Yeah.
could be all the above.
Yeah, I definitely think it could be. I think I kind of always thought that it was, when you're in a relationship and things kind of start getting too serious and you leave because you're scared of it being too much, or you're scared of it being too serious, or you're scared of this person not loving you the way you want to love them, or vice versa, and then it could also be the other way. I don't think your interpretation is wrong.
Right.
Because you start seeing the red flags and it's like, oh, well, I know this isn't going to end well, but I'm sticking it out for now, but I'm going to have to get out at some point. This is not going to end okay. I'm going to get out of here.
Well,
but I'm attached in the meantime. I like him. Keep him around for now.
And she says that also later because, when she says, and that's when she sees the littlest leaks. I think that kind of ties into that. I do think it's really important to note that then slam of the door, then he'll call her a whore, which he wouldn't be sore. In the clean version, the lyrics say, then she'll call him a bore. So she switches who's doing the name calling. So in the explicit
Interesting.
version, with the slam of the door, he'll call her a whore. But in the clean version, she'll call him a bore.
So does that just implying that they were both in the wrong? I mean, that's what I'm getting from it.
Yeah, kind of. I guess I kind of always understood it as okay, she's leaving and he's like, oh, boo, you whore. You couldn't put out. And so now you're the one that was wrong. But she'll call him a bore. Yeah, it's kind of the same thing, but reversed. But I just think it's interesting to switch which character's doing the name calling between
Yeah.
the explicit version and the clean version.
And to be called a bore, that's worse than being called a whore. Seriously.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a worse insult in my opinion.
I gotta say, I feel like I should know the answer to this being a guy, but it's always bothered me. Whenever a guy gets burned, when his feelings get hurt by a girl, he just calls her a whore. You were just with her.
Yeah.
Right.
And now you're putting what you were just trying to.
It doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense. What do you mean she wasn't a whore when you were fooling around a few minutes ago?
Right.
But now that she says she doesn't want anything with you, now she's a whore.
Yeah. It's
come on, dude.
it's entitled loser behavior.
Yeah, for sure. And hey, while we're referencing other Taylor Swift songs like Clean earlier, Slam of the Door. Our song is a slamming screen door. We're talking about different doors.
Oh, I was going to say other side of the door.
And other side of the door.
Wonderful.
Lots of door references.
Lots of doors. But she was leaving. It felt like breathing. That was another lyric that was at the Spotify house. Remember before the album came out, Spotify did like a little pop-up event.
Yeah.
And it had just like lyrics in there. And I'm realizing as we go through the album, every single lyric that was in the Spotify house like was so wrongly taken out of context. And I almost feel like that was intentional because it just kind of proves that we don't know, context matters. We like don't know because just a standalone lyric, but she was leaving. It felt like breathing. At the point in time where we thought this album was going to be all about her most recent relationship, like, we were like, oh my God, like that's got to be in So Long London. Like, it just all of every single assumption that I had made about the lyrics that were taken out of context at the Spotify house were completely wrong.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was interesting.
I forgot that one was in there.
Mm-hmm.
I always took it as one of her favorite lyrics from the album, and that's why but maybe it was that she was just trying to like mess with our heads.
Or maybe it was also just one of her favorites.
Yeah.
Because it does, that's a fun line to sing.
Mm-hmm.
Not as fun as the next line. The next line is a fun one to sing. Another little earworm that doesn't leave once you hear it. All her fucking lies. And it's I-N apostrophe.
Yeah.
It's not I-N-G. So
There's
it's meant to be said with a little attitude
There's
to it.
just enough country twang in this song. And we hear it a little bit more at the end, but there's like just enough.
Flashed before her eyes. It feels like the time she fell through the ice, then came out alive.
Yeah.
So what are all of her fucking lives? Is that all of her past eras, all of her different relationships? If this was going to be like her re-recording process, then it is her revisiting all of her old eras and doing that. Or is it just all the different persons that she's been in relationships for different people, a different version of herself?
I would say all the above, especially if under the assumption that she wrote this while she was on the Eras tour, she was watching all of her lives flash before her eyes literally every weekend, and then tied in, like you said, with the re-recording process. And then also, the different people that she made herself out to be very Mirabal-esque of her in those different phases of life, all flashing before her eyes every weekend, every time she's on stage.
And it also gives me like the men masquerading.
Yeah.
Hope that it's all these different relationships and different feelings that she's had this whole time.
When she says she fell through the ice, then came out alive, is she kind of just referencing back to the beginning when she fell into the frigid water?
I think
and she
so.
made it out alive of that situation?
That's how I interpret it.
Yeah. She's kind of recapping what just happened.
Yeah,
like
but
what she was talking about at the beginning.
If she's making it about herself, then it would be coming out alive after all the social media and the headlines came out bashing her. She came out on top eventually. Like if she's going to apply it to herself and not the original story.
And I think Falling Through Ice is like just illustrating how abruptly and powerfully she's been hurt before in the past. Like that's so shocking to fall through ice. And so that's just the extreme feelings that she's had.
She goes on to sing, he was a cad, wanted her bad, just like any good trophy hunter. I don't know what a cad is.
Oh, I looked it up.
C-A-D. He was a cad.
A cad is an old-fashioned term for a man who, quote, behaves dishonorably, especially towards women.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And a good trophy hunter, I'm getting Gaston vibes. Right? A bad person.
I don't know.
Using women. Trophy
Yeah,
hunter.
I think like a man who would collect women like trophies, like objectifying women, especially if it's somebody that behaves dishonorably towards women. And to take this back to the books about Lady Adina, in the book, one of her husbands was a hunter.
Okay. So not the Archer vibes, which is a little bit more of a positive.
Correct. Correct. Also, did anybody have a misheard lyric here?
No.
What
Wait,
is
really?
it?
No? Oh. I thought it was
a cat.
I thought it was common that he was a cat.
I thought it was cat. I
well,
had no idea it was cat till
Is it
now.
because of the 9 lives before? Sorry, not 9 lives. Her lives.
Her fucking lives?
Yeah. I always got cat vibes whenever she says that.
Oh.
No, I think it's just cad is such a uncommon word.
Yeah.
I can definitely see how cat
And
is
I thought the whole
thought.
thing, I thought the whole lyric was wrong because the correct lyric is he was a cad, wanted her bad. I thought it was he was a cat, wanted her back.
Oh,
So I was just wrong across the board.
that's okay.
And I used to be like, oh, like he was a cat, wanted her back, like cat, like a cat that'll like sit on your lap or something, like I don't know, just like any good trophy hunter. Then that doesn't really tie into the whole cat thing, but I was still singing along.
Yeah, she says he was a cad, wanted her bad, just like any good trophy hunter, and she liked the way it tastes. So does that mean she knows this is wrong, but she's enjoying it for now?
She's playing the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think it kind of reminds me of Blank Space. Like the character that she created for Blank Space. It's kind of like that's who we're hearing about here. Like she likes the way it tastes. She likes making, because I mean we get into the next lines, but she likes taking the guy who is a serial dater, making him monogamous, and then bye.
Yeah.
Bolting.
Yeah, because the next line is taming a bear, making him care.
Making him care.
making
I
him
love that
care.
line.
Watching him jump, then pulling him under.
Yeah, so it's like if you're gonna play the game, so am I.
Mm-hmm.
Player's gonna play.
And at first blush, this is fate. When it's all roses, portrait poses, Central Park Lake in tiny rowboats. What a charming Saturday.
Yeah, I think that's just kind of like the honeymoon phase,
Mm-hmm.
right, of the relationship. Like at first, like, oh, everything's good. Like we're so happy. Rose-colored glasses.
Yeah, like a classic film
Yeah.
situationship.
Until
There's leaks.
Tiniest leaks.
Central Park Lake, was she papped walking with like Harry Styles back in the day in Central Park?
that does ring
Is that
a
where
bell.
those photos
With
came
the
from?
coffee? I don't know
Or
if
was
that was
that her
Central
with-
Park.
Was that her with Jake?
Two separate situations. I do visualize both of them.
Right.
I
At
do.
Central Park.
I do want to say that the Harry Styles one was in Central Park. Maybe the Jake Gyllenhaal one was like in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maple lattes. Let me
Yes.
look it
I was like, there's something about coffee with her and Jake. I couldn't remember it.
Okay, did y'all notice in the recent cardigan drop for the folklore cardigan, in the video, someone's wearing a tie and it's just a blue and red striped tie, but you can tell it's like scarf. It's a scarf and it's knitted. It's not actually a tie.
Yeah, it's a different
And-
material than what ties normally are.
And someone was like, why is that so familiar? What is so familiar about that? It was the original scarf. It was the scarf that Jake Gyllenhaal wore and then she wore, because the original scarf is actually blue with red stripes
Right.
on it. And why is that coming up now in the cardigan and folklore cardigan? I don't know, but very detailed though.
Interesting.
Yeah.
They were just in Brooklyn with Jake.
Okay.
Okay.
Those photos were in Brooklyn. But I
Cool.
do think the Harry Styles ones were in Central Park.
Maybe.
That makes sense.
Has anyone ever been to Central Park?
Yes.
It's huge.
It is
Central Park
huge.
is massive.
It is huge.
That's my only observation.
Yeah. One day.
I have a regret. I saw someone doing horrible portraits in Central Park and I did not get it done, and I have regretted it ever since. Just to have a cool person on the street like make a crappy picture of you.
Like a caricature, like
Yeah.
a ridiculous cartoon of you,
yeah.
but you look bad.
But like a stick figure. Like it wouldn't even really be you. It might have some characteristics, but yeah, I didn't get it and I've regretted it ever since.
You should go back.
I would love
He's
to.
still there.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll go back.
That's when she sees the littlest leaks down in the floorboards, and she just knows.
Just knows she must bolt.
She knows she must bolt.
Yeah.
When she's in that tiny rowboat, she's seeing the leaks come in. Got to get out of here.
Yeah, I think she's just kind of telling the story about this woman that or herself, Adina, whoever this characterized bolter person is, of like, even when things are happy in the honeymoon phase, like she'll still bolt. Even when she's with this like guy who doesn't treat her well and she'll make him care, she'll still bolt. Like in every situation, she's the bolter.
Started with a kiss. Oh, we must stop meeting like this. That's in quotes again. Oh, we must stop meeting like this. But it always ends up in a town car speeding out the drive one evening. Ended with the slam of a door. Then he call her a whore. Wish he wouldn't be sore. But as she was leaving, it felt like breathing. Ah, relief. She's out of there. All her fucking lives flash before her eyes. It feels like the time she fell through the ice, then came out alive. And
To the
then-
bridge.
To the bridge. Gosh, I need a sound clip.
I know.
There's got to be a clip out there of someone saying "to the bridge." I'll have to look that up. I'll get it once we get our voicemail. All right, the bridge. She says,
Oh, an excellent bridge.
she's been many places with men of many faces. First, they're off to the races, and she's laughing, drawing aces.
She's already got a plan.
Mm-hmm.
He trusting in her, and she's already making her escape plan.
One step ahead.
And aces, that's like the winning card. So
Yeah.
this is a game she's doing good at.
She's gonna win.
She's in
she knows
control.
what she's playing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But none of it's changing. That the chariot is waiting. Hearts are hers for the breaking. Their escape in escaping.
So great.
Oh, goodness. So good.
What
so,
a great line. There's escape and escaping.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I think
yeah.
this is
I
like
don't think
the
that's ever
central,
hit me.
central theme of the song.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, like
Huh.
she's enjoying it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like the kind of just like the whole bridge, she's saying like, you know, she can date plenty of different types of people from different backgrounds, different types, different personalities.
Mhm.
And at the end of it, she's still going to bolt. But then also at the end of it, she's not getting that chariot ride, happy ending, fairy tale ending in a way. But she's still finding the thrill in
Right.
breaking those hearts.
Yeah, she's laughing.
Yeah.
And she's laughing, drawing aces. She's laughing at this. Like, maybe she was hurt for a little bit, but at the end of the day, she's like, I'm okay.
There's escape and escape.
I'm fine.
I'm okay.
So I had a mispronounced word my whole life. I used to say
Errors. Era.
escape with an X until I was on the radio one day, and I don't know what I had to say about escape, but I said it like a million times, escape. And the text line blew up with "that girl doesn't know how to say that word." And that's the day that I realized that it is escape, not
Escape.
escape.
hey,
That's
you have
just-
to learn at some point, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just the Georgia in you, Lacey. You're all right. That's just a little country twang and how you're saying it.
Yeah.
Started with a kiss. Oh, we must stop meeting like this. But it always ends up in a town car speeding out the drive one evening. Ended with the slam of a door.
But she's got the best
stories.
Yeah, she does.
You can be sure that as she was leaving, it
Felt
felt
like
like freedom. Again, another song where Taylor's tweaking the chorus a little bit, and each time she sings it, it means something a little different
It's
and
so
a little
good.
different.
It's
wonderful.
so wonderful. I do struggle with though sometimes when I sing the song. Like I know at the end it's gonna say freedom, but even in the earlier ones, I'll miss.
want to.
I'll say freedom, and then Taylor, as my backup vocalist, will say breathing, and I'll be like, oh dang it, I got it wrong. But I love that she's got the best stories. It's
Yeah.
like, you know, like do you guys have that friend that's like the serial dater that has the best stories?
Where you can't wait to hear what her latest
Like
escapades
I
are.
was kind of low key upset when she got engaged.
I don't have a friend like that, but I am that friend.
But we all need that friend, you know. I do love that because regardless of getting your heart broken or breaking someone else's heart, like it's like at the end of the day, it's a story. It's part of your story,
Mhm.
you know.
And she wraps up the song here. All her fucking lives flashed before her eyes, and she realized it feels like the time she fell through the ice, then came out alive. So we're good. She's good. She's okay, everybody.
Yeah,
She survived. She's fine.
and it's once again a beautiful full circle lyrically.
Love it.
My favorite part of Taylor's songwriting.
I love this song. I
Yeah.
love this song. It wasn't a number one for me at the beginning. It slowly crept up, and then once it was on my radar, it hasn't left
Yeah.
ever since. I love this song.
Those four songs on Spotify that just keep on going and going and going. This is one of them for me.
Yeah. This song makes me think of you, Amy, because when in the first like few weeks that the album was out, when Amy and I both still worked here, every day we'd come in and be like, what's your favorite song today off the Tortured Poets department? And I think you had said the Bolter at a point where like I hadn't gotten there yet. And so then when I finally like actually took it all in. I was like, no wonder this is one of Amy's
Yeah.
favorites.
It's a
so
goodie.
good.
It's a goodie.
Is it going to be in your final ranking?
Yes.
I just wanted to stress you
because
out.
we're going to have our top 15, right?
Yeah. In one of the ranking episodes, it'll be in there for her.
Yeah, this song is so great. I would be really interested to know when she has such an extensive track list. I want to know why the order is the way it is.
Yeah.
It's a great question.
Like, why
Maybe
is-
we'll ask her one day.
What? Let me add it to our list.
Yeah, how do you pick,
I mean, we
how
know
do you
number
pick track
5.
order?
We
Yeah.
know how she does that, and then
Yeah.
the Whiplash 6.
And I wonder if there's any more thought to it than just sometimes you're just like, thank you, Amy. That's a track 24. Like, there's just vibes. There's
Yeah.
just like track listing number vibes.
Yeah.
For songs?
Or like kind of, I'm sure there are certain story orders. Like, I don't think it's a coincidence that the prophecy came right before Cassandra,
Sure.
like things like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'd be interested to know, like, did she just kind of visualize, like she writes the bulletin and she's like, yeah, this is like a towards the end song.
I'm not a hater. I do not understand the Rodman placement, though. I know there's a reason for it. I know that Taylor specifically crafts everything to how she wants it to be laid out. But I don't understand that being the second to last song.
I actually do have feelings on that.
Okay.
I don't know if we want to talk about that now or in our next
No.
episode.
Maybe in the
Next
next episode.
But I'm glad you bring that up because I upon doing my preparations for the podcast, that was something I thought about.
Okay. I cannot wait to find out.
You'll have to wait a whole week.
I can't wait to find out.
Hold your britches.
All right, we're going to check out some voicemails from our listeners. But first, let me tell you all about our Lobster Lounge. You can join us there for free at station.page/13. It's just our little safe space where our lobsters can come and talk about their favorite moments. Everybody's saying my favorite Lobster Lounge moment. That's been something that's been going on.
Cute.
And, yeah. Z Smiles' favorite Lobster Lounge moment is 3. That's always a fan favorite of everyone. And also, Folkmore Girl 13 said, just wanted to say hi and have a great rest of the Taylor drought because she has been gone for a bit of time.
It's a great,
But,
it's a great
yeah.
name, too. Folkmore 13. Love that.
Yeah. So join us, station.page/13. Join us in the Lobster Lounge. And while you're there, you can enter our giveaway to win the Eras Tour book. So join us there. So, Nicholas,
Ma'am.
the Sophia called in.
Okay.
And they have the Sophia. She's the one. And they have a suggestion for us.
Hi, Taylor Swift 13th fan podcast. I was just listening to the April Fool's Day episode, and I don't know if you guys have done this yet, but maybe for Easter, you could do an Easter egg episode where you just talk about a bunch of the biggest or the possible Easter eggs coming up, or just, Easter eggs in general. I think that'd be super cool and kind of go with the theme of, like, the holiday episode you guys have been doing. Anyway, that's all I had to say. My name's Sophia from Illinois. All right, bye-bye. Love you guys.
An Easter egg episode. I don't even know that I could.
That is a great idea.
That could
Yeah.
be fun because
That
we could
really
even
is.
do it like in a ranking style, like our favorite
Ooh,
Easter egg,
favorite
like our
Easter egg.
personal favorite like Easter eggs that we can recall or think about or things like that.
Yeah.
Okay. I
That's
saw
a
the
great idea.
funniest thing on TikTok. Our friend Izzy posted his original reaction to the 5 holes in the fence. This was like back in the day. He was live recording as this was happening. And,
Really?
like, what? Yes. And he shared it on TikTok recently. And it was a live 5 holes in the fence. I just thought that was so cool.
That is cool.
because I don't remember that.
Heck no.
I wasn't 5 holes in the fence in it back then. I thought that was great. I thought that was
And then
absolutely
didn't she,
wonderful.
like, right after that, she posted pictures with like
Palm
palm
trees.
trees.
Yeah, it was a countdown.
It was a countdown.
Was there something with stairs?
Yes.
Also, yes.
Yeah.
It
What
was
a
the stairs,
time.
the palm trees, the fence.
Yeah.
Yes.
What a time to be a Swiftie.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought that was great. But I'm really glad that we're talking about Easter eggs right now because I want to talk about Easter.
Okay.
Is Taylor Swift coming back alive on Easter?
She
That
is
is-
because
risen.
she's dead.
That is a theory that people are thinking. Allusions to other songs, gonna roll the tomb away. They're gonna crucify me anyway. is Taylor going to come back alive, resurrected on Easter? That is what some people are wondering. So 420, are we getting some Taylor Swift? Is that going to happen? It'd be a year and a day since Tortured Poets Department.
Can I just say that this is so funny to me because we had this exact same theory last year.
Really?
For Easter?
Did we really?
I'm almost positive that the whole Taylor's coming back from the dead thing around Easter. Maybe, you know what? I want to say it for the last 4 years, probably.
Well, I will hold on to my hope. That and every New Year's. I'm still.
Maybe I'm confusing it. Maybe I'm confusing it with New Year's.
But that would be cool.
It would be great.
Would it be blasphemy, though?
Well, the Beatles did it. John Lennon's like, we're bigger than Jesus. I mean, he did get a little hate for it,
Who
but
said that?
John Lennon said it.
He did say that.
Whenever the Beatles were on, their American tour or whatever, like we're big stuff.
Okay.
I don't think Taylor's got that
Amy,
feeling.
that was a great John Lennon impression.
Oh, really?
You were so British.
Whatever.
We do have our Taylor Swift Jesus candle.
So are we going to manifest 420? Are we going to get something on 420?
I'm down.
There's also 2 other dates that people are looking at. Last year on the Eras Tour, whenever she was releasing albums, they were all on double dates. I can't remember the dates, but let's say 5/5, whatever. There's a 6/6 coming up this year that some people are wondering. Also, 4th of July is coming up. That's not a double one, but 4th of July. And I can't remember the second double digit, if it's 8/8 or something. But people are looking at the double drop dates because that's what she did last year. But she's not doing the same stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah, okay, so 6/6 is a Friday, 8/8 is a Friday.
Okay,
that's fun.
So possibly those dates, but 420 is coming up first, and Taylor has been gone for too long. So I'm going with Give Me Some Easter Taylor.
10/10 is a Friday as well. Okay, I'm over it. I'm done talking, I promise.
I'm down, Lacey.
Yeah. Is that what we're going to manifest?
Sure.
All right. We are manifesting 420. What's going to happen on 420? Taylor Swift is going to serve us on Easter. I'm really excited.
Well, that does it for this episode of 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. If you haven't already, subscribe to us on whatever podcasting platform you're listening to us on right now. All the ways to contact us are in the description of this episode. And join us next time when we break down the second to last song on this album, Robin.
Thanks for listening. The 13, a Taylor Swift fan podcast. Subscribe for free and leave a positive review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or Google Podcasts.